and get started. I got a few questions to go over, and they're in the email. This is 9.35724. 9.357/24. First of all, is it a test question? Is it a question I would put on a test? Oh, yeah. Because what's the first rule of trig? Find out where you what?
Are.
Find out where you are. So 4 pi over 5, and I'm going to do 2 questions with this. 4 pi over 5. Well, I'm going to multiply by 180 over pi. And that 5 will go in there, what? 3 times and leave what? 30. Let's see, 5 will go in there 3 times, leave 30. 36, right? Y'all help me out there. And 4 times 36 is 140, what? 144 degrees?
Yeah.
So that should be it. Y'all check my math. I was going to do, but this is not a special angle, so I'm not going to. We'll do those with identities. That's a test question. You'll have 2 or 3 of those on the test. So do they want it in degrees or what?
Radians.
44. Oh, okay. Okay. Pi over 5. Oh, what makes up? Okay, I'm sorry. What makes up the? I'm sorry. So let me go back. I thought they were just asking. All right, 144 degrees is between 0 and 180. So that means this is 4 pi over 5. So this right here would be pi over 5. Because this right here is pi. And 5 pi over 5 would be what's equal to 180 with these two. So 4 pi over 5 plus pi over 5 is 5 pi over 5. Now, we did this in supplementary and complementary angles, so you might want to look back, complementary and supplementary angles at somebody might can tell you the date. If you look in your notes, somebody look in your notes, turn your, need to mute or turn your volume down, please. Complementary/supplementary notes. So somebody might want to look in their notebook and tell me what date we went over complementary and supplementary angles, and then you could watch that video for that date. Anybody have a date on it in your notes? You're always supposed to date your notes. And if somebody gets it, put it in the chat, please. Somebody, whatever date that is. Okay, let's do a nerd. Sorry about that. I was reading it as reference angle, find it in degrees. I thought they were wanting it in degrees. This is 9.41/1. 9.41/1. 9.41/1. So this is the first one of your homework. Is it a test question? Because there are some questions, anything with a triangle. Anything with a triangle, if you see a triangle, it's going to be on the test. So this one is a triangle, and they've got a right angle showing, and the little man, theta is 29.25. And that's A and B and C and 966 meters. And they're wanting angle B. Well, you can do it. You can do the whole thing if you want to. You know that the sine and the cosine, this is the hypotenuse, and this is the adjacent, and this is the opposite. So you know that Oscar had a hunk, you can use the sine or the cosine. Sine of 2925 is equal to Oscar had, so that would be O over 966, or cosine 25 equals A hunk over 966. And you can find either one by multiplying both sides by 966. And that will give you the opposite. And 966 will give you the adjacent. And if you want to find the angle, all you got to do is use the 180-degree rule. And 180 degrees minus 90 minus 2925. Well, that's going to be 90 and 9, 10, 11. That's 119. So that's going to be what? 60.75. 60 degrees. Let's see. No, 25 out of 60 is 35. So what did I just say? 69.35. What does it come out to be? Somebody take those out. 180 minus 90 is 90. So that's 90 minus 29.25. 90 minus 29 is going to be 61, but it's going to be 60. Yeah. So 60.45. 60.45 or 60.35? What is it?
35.
So is that the angle, 60.35? Now, I like that homework problem because you got several test questions in there. You got 1, 2, 3 test questions. So if you can do a problem like that for 9.4, you're good to go. 9.4 is going to make up a lot of your, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't turn on my video. 9.4 is going to make up a lot of your test questions. Ms. Hernandez got those pigtails going on today. She looks like she's going to a party or something. All right. I'm sorry. When I see something unusual like that, like Mr. Nicholson, he's looking like the Unabomber today. Mr. Nicholson, you need to put on a hoodie. All right. At least he's not eating lunch today. Next, let's see, what do we get for B? 60.35. And we feel good about ourselves. You know who makes the best snipers in the Marine Corps? Anybody want to guess who makes the best snipers? Women.
Oh.
Women. You know why? Try to tell a guy how to shoot. That goes back to our first conversation we had at the beginning of the class. They make the best pilots too, because men naturally know how to fly. Anyway, long side. Somebody multiply. Somebody tell me what is the adjacent side? A is the opposite side. Somebody tell me what 966 times the sine of 2925 is, please. I'll bring it back up. Give me that first one. 966, and round it to the nearest whole number.
I got 475. I'm sorry, 474.
And somebody give me the second one. And give me, round it to the nearest whole number. Miss Reynolds, please settle down. Miss Reynolds, you look like you're about to go to sleep.
I got 841.
841. And you are correct. Good job. That's a test question. Good test question.
Hey, I have a question.
Yes.
Mr. Hoover. I tried to type it in the calculator, but I think I did it wrong, and I'm wondering what is the way to calculate
Don't
it in
forget,
the
you got to be in degree mode. Make sure you're in
It-
degree mode.
Oh my gosh,
Remember
that's
last
probably
class
why.
we were in radian mode.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
in radiant.
I was
That's
doing
why.
some review stuff, and I noticed like I had the same problem
Yep.
because you kind of have to like go back and forth sometimes. So that's something I was working on when I was doing some review stuff, was making sure I was going back and forth because I got a couple questions wrong because I didn't switch.
Yep, you got to switch it.
Exactly.
And you just got to remember, whenever you're talking about radians, you got to switch it.
How? Oh, okay. So if it's talking just about radiance, that's when we switch to radiance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. All right, let's go do another one. Let's see, 9.465, 15. 9.4, 65, 15. First of all, is this a test question? If it's 9.4, unless they do something stupid, it's a test question. So let's draw this one. While y'all are drawing it, I'm going to draw it too. I have no idea what they're asking. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to draw it first. Okay, that's 45. This is 90, so therefore this is 90. That's 60. And let's see, I can't see the bottom. A, D, C, 6, and B. Okay, so it looks like we got this. Well, Hubert, what's the directions say? I don't care, because if you can do all of it, you're good for the test. And I'm going to do all of it. I don't know what they're asking for, probably all of it. Somebody tell me what this angle is right here.
It's 30.
30. Who said that?
I did.
Good job, Mr. Williams. So somebody tell me what this angle is.
45.
45, that would be right, yes. And now you're ready to go. Where are you going to start? Well, the only thing you got is this guy. So if I put my man right here, he's got his foot on the adjacent and the hypotenuse. Oscar had a hunk. So that would be cosine of 60 is equal to A over 6. Multiply both sides by 6. Somebody do that for me, please. A is equal to, just round it since that's a whole number, just give me a whole
3.
number. 3. So A is equal to 3. We can use our handy dandy Pythagorean theorem and do 6 squared minus 3 squared is equal to B. 6 squared is 36 minus 9 is equal to B. 36 minus 9 is what? 27? No. Is it 27?
Mm-hmm.
And 27 is square root of 27. Somebody give me the closest whole number.
5 is the closest whole number.
I'm sorry, what?
5.
Now, I don't know if they want whole numbers, but I'm just assuming what you start with, you end with. That's in math and science. So since this is a 6, I'm going to do all my numbers as whole numbers. And now
Okay,
you
so you wouldn't leave it as
here. What?
You wouldn't leave it as 3 square root of 3.
You could, but I don't know if they want exact or if they want approximate. I don't know. I'll have
Okay,
to
so it
look
just
in just a
depends on what the
second.
directions are.
I'll look in just a second. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. So
This is nearest integer.
we've
then
got
maybe.
what did we got? We got opposite Oscar had, or Oscar had a hunk of apple. So we can use the sine or the tangent. I'm going to use the sine of 45 is equal to 5 over C. Multiply both sides by C. And C is equal to 5 divided by the sine of 45. I need somebody to tell me what the 5 divided by the sine of 45 is, please.
$3.5.
What?
3.5.
3.5?
Yeah.
Okay, you could say 4 if you needed to go to whole numbers. I'm just going to circle the whole thing. And that would leave you with 3.5 squared. No, wait a minute. That can't be right. 3.5 is supposed to be the longest side.
Yeah.
Oscar
I'm into
had. Something's wrong. It can't be right.
I got 7.0.
I'm sorry, what'd you get?
I got like 7.07.
That sounds right. Anybody else get 7? That sounds better. And then 7 squared minus 5 squared is equal to d squared, or the square root of that. That's going to be square root of 49 minus 25. 49 minus 25, 9 minus 5 is 4, and 5 minus 2 is 2. So that's going to be like 4.9. Now, whether they want you to do radicals or whatever, I don't know, but I'm showing you how to do it. Trig-wise, I'm showing you how to do it. Now, mathematical-wise, if they want you to put, sine of 45, that is the square root of 2 over 2. They might want you to put it in terms of radicals. But I'll show you, you can take that. Yeah. It says use integers or fractions with any numbers. Yeah. It says include any radicals, but let's see. What do we get for A? We got 3. B. Where is B? We got 5. I'm going to put 5. I don't think they'll want that, but what the heck. 7 for C. And D, what do we get for D? 5, close to 5. Yeah, they're probably not going to want those. Let's see what they want. Yeah, they did it. They did it in terms of, somebody take 3, multiply by the square root of 3. What do you get?
27.
How much?
Hold on. 5.19.
I think that's what we said 5.
Yeah.
Okay, so do I like this question as a test question? I like the problem, but I would not want it in radicals because nobody ever walks up to Mr. Nicholson. Does anybody walk up to you in your work and say, I need a piece of metal 3 times the square root of 3 feet long?
No, most of the time it's just inches.
Most of the time it's going to be a decimal or it's going to be a fraction of an inch. Okay, nobody walks up to anybody. Now this is the part I don't like about this book. I don't like, if you're going to ask for a distance, if you're going to ask me for a distance, I want it in decimals. Has everybody got that? So I would ask that if you get one like this on a test, you try to do it with radicals. What do I mean? Well, you know the sine of 45 right here. You know the sine of 45 is square root of 2 over 2, right? So instead of sine of 45, you put square root of 2 over 2. And you're dividing by a fraction, you multiply by the reciprocal like that. And you rewrite it 10 over the square root of 2, which comes out to be something, something, square root of 2 or 2, and then you'll get the 10, and it'll be 5 square root of 2, something like that. All right, that's how they're getting the radicals. They're using the special angles, and that's how you do it.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Will it be specific, like on the test, what it's looking for?
It'll be like this. I mean, if you want to get technical, is there anything in this directions that tell you all the answers have to be in radicals? No, because it says including any radicals. Now, if it said, please write your answers in terms of exact answer or radicals, then that tells you exact means radicals. This is an open-ended question. Does everybody see that? It says use integers or fractions or numbers in the expression. Simplify your answers, including any radicals. So in my mind, as a math teacher, I can use integers, I can use fractions, I can use radicals. So to mark this question wrong because you put a decimal,
right,
to me, that's not correct. Does everybody see what I'm talking about?
Okay.
So I would ask
So
if you did this question on a test, try to do radicals, but if you did it with decimals, I would take them if they're correct, but I don't want to have to go in and correct 15 different tests. You see what I'm saying? So I would appreciate it if you did get one like this to try to adhere to as many radicals as you can, if possible, okay? And if you can't, then just do it in decimals. And I'll rectify it after the test. Capiche? Yeah, Hubert, we understand. Thank you, class. Y'all ever been in a relationship with somebody that don't talk? Anybody? Nobody?
Probably anybody that's ever dated me.
Well, nobody want to date you probably, I guess. I'm just kidding. Nobody's been in a relationship where nobody talked, where the other person never talked. Have you been in one of those, Miss Croxton?
It seems very reserved. It seems very reserving and pointless of a relationship. There is no communication.
Yeah. The reason I'm asking is y'all not communicating. Only 2 people in here communicate. Y'all suck. All right, next one. This is 9.5, 15/9. 9.5, 15/9. 9.5, 15/9. I will tell you right now that most of the time I will restrict 9.5 material to just the angles of the unit circle. Okay, I'm not gonna make 9.5 crazy questions. I'm not gonna do those. So, but this one, pi over 3. Let's see what pi over 3 is. Pi over 3. Let's see what pi over 3 is. Multiplied by 180 over pi. And that's what? 60? So that's a special angle, isn't it? And 60 degrees is where? It's in the first quadrant, right? Here's the 30-degree angle. There's the 45-degree angle. 60-degree angle's right there. 60 degrees. What is it? Somebody laughing about something. What are you laughing about?
Ah,
1, square root of 3. 2, Oscar had a hunk of apple.
Yeah.
What are y'all talking about? There you go. And O, H, and A. Oscar had square root of 3 over 2. A
Yep.
hunk 1 over 2 of apple square root of 3. That's over 1. So of course the cotangent is going to be 1 over the square root of 3, which is equal to square root of 3 over 3. The secant
Agreed.
is equal to what? 2. And then the cosecant is equal to 2 over the square root of 3, which is equal to 2 square root of 3 over 3. So there's those other 3. Now that is a test question. That is the type of question I would give you out of 9.5. And I might give you one over here or over here or over here, but it will adhere or be related to the unit circle. There's Mr. Nicholson. I need to ask him a question. Have you ever been in a relationship, Mr. Nicholson, where the other person never communicated?
I was the other person for a long
Oh,
time.
gosh. How did that work out?
Well, we
We
went
won't
through some
talk about it.
went through some counseling, and we're, it's my wife.
Oh,
So we're on the better half of it now.
well, it proves my point. If you don't communicate, it makes the relationship suck.
It
So
does.
y'all suck, y'all, because I'm communicating, and only 2 of y'all are communicating, and y'all are going to have terrible offices, and you're going to be in a closet, in a broom closet. They're going to make an office out of a broom closet because you don't communicate. And nobody says a word.
I don't want to be in the broom closet, Mr. Huber.
Well, you need to communicate. As long as you communicate, you'll be fine. These other people, I don't know about. I don't know if they're going to make it or not. 9.5, 65, 16. 9.5, 65, 16. Is this a test question? The figure displays, I've never seen this question before. The figure displays a unit circle of an angle of 1 radian. The tick marks on the circle are spaced at every 2/10 radian. Use the figure to estimate the smallest positive angle whose cosine is 0.9. What? Whose cosine? Well, 0.9. Well, the way this thing is reading, let's see. I guess this is 0.2. That's 0.4. That's 0.6. That's 0.8. And that's 0.9. The tick marks on the circle are spaced at every 2/10 radian. Use the figure to estimate the smallest positive angle whose cosine. I have no idea what they're asking here. No idea.
What's it asking for?
I mean, there's the answer. I mean, any person could tell there's the answer. but I am pretty. I'll have to get back with you on this one Tuesday because I've never seen this question before.
Yeah, I just guessed on that answer.
Yeah,
I
I
was
have no
confused.
idea. I've never seen this before. So I will get back with you on this one. So I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to delete the other ones, and I'll get back with you on this one Tuesday. So let me delete these. Delete that one. Delete that one. Delete that one. Delete that one. Okay, so I'm going to leave that one. So Mr. Williams, I'll get back with you on that one Tuesday, okay? Is it a test question? It better not be because I've never seen it before. So I know I didn't put it on my test. So I've never seen that one before. Let's look at 9.5, 87/21. Because the value of circular functions repeat every 2 pi, that means revolutions, they are used to describe things that repeat periodically. For example, the maximum afternoon temperature in a given city might be modeled by the formula below. Okay? Nobody would put a formula in terms of in the formula, T represents maximum afternoon temperature in month X. So T is the max temperature and X is the what? The month and the month X. I'm just writing some of this down. 9.5, number 87. What'd I say? 87/ Where's my email? 87/21. In the formula, T represents maximum with X equals 0 representing January and December being 12. Okay, that's understandable. The maximum afternoon temperature. Okay, so we need to find the vertex. First thing I would do, I would graph this sucker. Why does it do that? That is so annoying. Hold on. I'm going to graph this guy. Y is equal to 25 minus 20 cosine parentheses pi times x, pi times x divided by 6. Hold on a minute. I can't see what I'm freaking typing in. And of course, freaking thing, I should have cleared it. Always clear it because it'll mess up when you hit delete. It'll start deleting your equation. I don't know why it does that. And then if you go, so fast acronyms. Just give me a second. Always clear it before you do this. And that's divided by 6. Close parentheses. I'm going to put this in parentheses because I don't like that. Second insert parentheses.
Congratulations.
And second insert parentheses. And graph. I also need to check to see if my mode is on radians. It is. Do a zoom standard. And I'm going to zoom out because I want to see what this thing looks like. And we only need the first quadrant And I think it's a big parabola. Hold on. Let me zoom out one more time. Yeah, there's the parabola. So you know there's a mean somewhere, and we know that the first quadrant is all they're looking at. So I'm going to zoom, and I'm going to go down to first quadrant. See the quadrant 1? And there is what we're talking about. And you can actually trace, or you could do second, or please turn your mute on, or bring your volume down, please. Table, and you can actually look at these values 0 through 12. Okay, so at 0, you got 5, and 1, you got 5, 5.03, 5. And I guess that's the temperature, the maximum temperature. And then like that. So I don't know, is that what they're wanting or what? Let me see what they're wanting again. The maximum afternoon temperature, and it says X is equal to, now do we not have something incorrect, or? Because they're getting 8, and I don't see 8. I don't see anything that says 8. So I just wonder if I'm actually looking in the right spot. Yeah, I don't think I've got something typed in right, because they're getting different answers. I've got all around 5s. I don't have something typed in right. I'm just typing in just to see what they get. Hold on a second. Correct answer is 42. And in November, see, I must have something typed in wrong. And I'll look at this and do this one Tuesday also. Yeah. See, I'm getting all 5s. I've got something typed in wrong. Let me look at the way I got it typed in again. Has anybody got a different graph than what I've got? 20 minus 20, 25 minus 20 cosine pi over x over 6. I wonder if they want radians since it's in terms of pi. They may want radians. Let me go to radians. Let's go with mode and radians. I bet you $1 that's it. Now do y is equal. That's it. Bet you $1 that's it. So now let's go to table. There you go. Sorry about that. There's your November. What's November? Let's see. This is January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Or is that October? That would be November, right? 15? I don't know. November, December.
Message coming in on secured channel.
Hell, I don't know. But I think those are your numbers right there. What do they want? Maximum temperature in February. Well, I got something. Okay, I'll have to.
Yep.
I'll have to look at it. There it is. February is 8 degrees. Okay, what is August? August is 42 degrees. And then in November is 15 degrees. So there's November right there. All right, that's how you do it. You just graph it. not a test question. Make sure your calculator's in radians. I still have never seen this question before. I have never seen this question before.
Yeah, that one puzzled me a bit.
Yeah,
Not gonna
it
lie.
should. If it puzzles me, hell, I've never seen nothing like this. Even in Clemson, I've never seen anything like this. So I've got to figure out what it's saying. All right, let's go to the test. Because you're not going to have that on test anyway. But I'll get back with you on Tuesday on that. All right, so let's look at the test. Go to your handy dandy. I'm just going to go through now. How's the test? Remember, when I give you a test, and I won't tell you all this so you'll know. When I give you a test, and this is all my classes, each one of my test questions, let's say question 1, question 2, question 3, question 4, each of my questions pull from a pool of 10 to 15 questions. Does everybody understand that? So each one of my questions is pulling from a pool, well, I'd say 5 to 15 questions. Each one. Also, I reorder on each attempt, and I algorithmically generate. What does that mean? Algorithmically generates means that when one test goes out, number 5 may be 4x minus 3 is equal to 7. On somebody else's test, if you're sitting side by side, number 11 may pull this same question, but it may do maybe 5x minus 7 is equal to 2. In other words, the 5 is replaced, the 4 is replaced with a 5, the 3 is replaced with a 7, and the 7 is replaced with a 2. That's algorithmically regenerated. So what am I trying to tell you as far as my tests go? Each test is what? Each test will be what? Different. Each test is different. So if you're going to sit side by side and help each other, that's fine, because the best way to learn something is to teach it. But you're going to have to compensate for your time, because you're going to be doing 2 different tests. So that's going to eat up a lot of your time. Each test is designed 50 minutes. So you have an extra 40 minutes on each test. How do I know it's a 50-minute test? When I make it out, each question that I pick has a national average time. So when I put 10 questions on a test, it may say 32 minutes. Then when I put 5 more questions on it, it may say 49 minutes. That's how I know it's 50 minutes. When you pull up the questions, when you pull up the test, it's going to ask you, do you want to take it? Please do not take the test with a lightning storm, hurricane, flood, or tornado outside. Please. Start the test. You have 105 minutes. I gave you a little bit extra. You got 5 attempts. This is a review, so I gave you a little bit extra. You're welcome. I only gave you 24 questions, so you've got 10 math questions and 14 sentient questions, bonus sentient questions. Unless you're not sentient, you will get all of them correct, unless you're a deadhead. I'm going to show you some of those. Okay, here we go. Also, let me show you something else. And this is going to be a pain in the butt for y'all, but some of y'all are going to test it. Let me go ahead and pull up assignment. I'm going to preview it so I can have a little bit more freedom with it. And I'm going to preview. When you get your test on the computer, maximize the screen. That way you won't be chat, you won't be tempted to go outside the, if your cursor connects one of these right here, if you click on anything outside the test, what will happen? Anybody know? It'll shut down the test. You will not be able to access any test, and you won't be able to access your homework. And it will send me a message that says this. It will send me a message when you click on the outside of your test. It will send me a message that says needs access. What does this message mean? It means that student clicked outside of test. Basically, you were going to another application to see if you could figure out how to do the problem. If you have a thunderstorm, if your computer messes up, if the dog bites on the electrical cord and shorts out the whole house, it will give me this message. Incomplete means that something happened out of the student's what? Power. Does everybody understand what I'm trying to tell you here? If I get a message that says this, you can tell me that the sky's blue, that the grass is yellow. I'm going to send you an email back. Please do not leave the test, because I only get this message if you leave the what? Test. I get this message for everything else. So if I go to your test and you've got this, I'm going to email you back and I'm going to say, please do not leave the test. First time, I'll reset it and I'll warn you. The second time, minus 10 points. The third time, you get a 0. I'll unlock it so you can do homework for the next unit, but you're going to get a 0 for the test. In other words, leaving the test is basically what? Cheating, because you're going to another application. Does everybody understand that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if Miss Hernandez clicks out of the test and she writes me an email that says her grandmother was in a wreck and she had to leave and she shut down the computer and it's going to say access needed, and I'm going to write her an email back, please do not leave the test. This is your first warning. And she's going to go, oh, but I didn't leave the test. Well, then they should have sent. This is what should have been sent. This was sent. Okay? So I'm not going to believe whatever you send me in the email. I'm going to believe what this says. It's either going to say this or it's going to say this. All right. So with that being said, here's a bonus question. In your grade book, to find your final grade, which one should you choose? Overall grade. Sometimes it bunches them up. Yeah, sometimes when I'm doing a review, it usually don't bunch them up like this. If you have incomplete assignments and Hubert put a 0 in for the grade, what will that 0 do to your grade? Decrease it. This is for the students that I'll have at the end of the semester that will come up to me after grade turn in and say, I didn't know we got a 0. Yeah, whatever. If you miss a question on a test and you believe it is correct, what should you do? Send several emails to Hubert with the last one saying, hello. How about B? Meet me after class. Come on, test question. There we go. There's a test question. We got a horizontal shift of 4 to the what? Be careful. Remember, horizontal shift is opposite. 4 to the what?
The right.
4 to the right. So you take your handy dandy and you do 4 to the right. Vertical horizontal shift. And save. Next. And no, it doesn't tell you if you got it right. That's just something I have. Okay? If you take several forms of a unit test in Hubert's class, how is it counted? Do I average them all together or do I take the highest? I take the highest, Hubert. What'd you say, Miss Croxton?
Per tower person is 10 minutes
What
out, she
I
said.
did when I was
Okay. Well, you go whenever you need to, because I'm just going to try to finish this. I ain't got much time, but I'm going to go as fast as I can. What's the why is A the answer and not D?
because we're solving for February, so we need to
Why is A the answer and D not
plug
the answer?
into.
D doesn't equal 100.
D doesn't equal 100. Thank you. I don't know why it's bunching them up like this. If you look at your overall grade one day and it has decreased from several days ago, what has happened? A 0 has been put in. There's about 3 or 4 0 questions because students try that at the end of the semester. Although covered in handouts, what is the best way to communicate with Hubert's cell phone? Okay. Determine the domain and range of the following functions.
You have to plug in the month.
What? Okay, the domain is all real numbers. So negative infinity to positive infinity. Range, that looks like a what? That's 9. That's 7. From 7 to negative 7 to infinity. That should be the answer. Next. The one that people miss a lot, I don't know why, because there's only one that has my email and phone number. I don't know why people miss this one. They also procreate and have driver's licenses. Next. Okay, why is it taking so long? I'm sorry, I don't know why it's taking so long. Okay, please. I've actually had students get this wrong. Okay, somebody tell me which one you think it is.
Marine Corps.
Why do you think it's the Marine Corps?
Because
Did you read my information sheet, or is it the only one that's got United States in front of it? I had 4 people miss this question in my 8 o'clock class.
That's actually clever. That's actually really good.
Nobody picked up on it. 4 people missed this question. I ain't kidding you. Does Hubert replace your lowest grade with your final exam grade? What's the only possible answer?
No way, no
I
how.
actually had somebody pick Donald Duck.
Oh my gosh.
What should a student do if something happens and they're out of class for a while? Wait until after grade turn in and turn on the dumbass syndrome. Oh, I didn't know. All right, which one is this? A horizontal shift of 3, 8 to the what? 8 to the what?
To the left.
Left. So we're going to do a horizontal shift, -8. Excuse me? Does that not say 8? That's 8 to the left.
Oh, wait, there's a subtraction sign at the end.
What? That's 8 to the left. That should be a, I don't
There's a
understand.
minus sign. I think it's got to be flipped, too.
Oh, I didn't see the minus sign. Sorry.
Yeah, I just noticed, too. Like, I
Wow.
missed it. It
I'm-
looked like it was part of the equal
My
sign
fault. Hold
from a
on.
glance.
And that would be around the origin. That would be around the, no, around the x-axis. And a negative, let me clear it. Hold on. Clear. There. All right. A cubic function. We're going to flip it around the x-axis. And we're going to do a -8 horizontal shift. Thank you for seeing that. I didn't even see it.
Yeah, I didn't see it. It looked like it was part of the equal sign from a glance.
Lord, I thought it was something on my screen. There we go. Now it's going to be right. Sorry about that. Next. And that's a vertical horizontal shift right there. I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to show you a few on the other. So I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to go to the Unit 1 test. And I'm going to preview. And again, you get, this is convert the angle of measure from decimal degrees to use a calculator. I showed you how to do that. I'll do it right quick. Let's go with 22-second quit. Let's see, what does this say? 22.3. So 22 second angle degrees. Oh my goodness. Degrees. And 3 minutes. So 3 second angle minutes. And then just hit enter. And now you can go to second answer, second angle, degrees, minutes, seconds. That's, it should be enter. Okay, let me see if I can go back. You should change it to, which one changes it to? There should be an approximate on here that changes it to decimals. Hold on, let me find it. It's not R, is it? No. Where is the approximate? Used to be above entry. Entry. Let me do solve. Oh my God. Second. I hate doing this in a hurry. Second entry. Second entry. Second entry. There we go. Second entry. Second entry. And second solve. No, alpha solve. There we go. There used to be, you see the solve above the enter? Y'all see that? It used to be this. It used to be a squiggly equal sign, and that means approximate. So you got to hit
different.
Say again. Okay, if y'all not talking to me, you need to mute your mic. Okay. So you would hit 22. Let me do it again. You would type in 22.3 in degrees, and then you would hit alpha, enter, and that's 22.05. Okay? So you would type in 22.05, and that would be the answer. All right, let's find something else. Okay, unit circle along with select the correct choice. The tangent of 3 pi over 4. So 3 pi over 4. What is 3 pi over 4? Well, 180 over pi. 4 will go in there, what, 4 times? That'd be 45. 45 times 3 is what? 45 times 3 is 135. So we're talking about the second quadrant. 45 degree in the second quadrant is -1, 1, square root of 2. What's the tangent? Oscar had a hunk of what? Of apple. So that's going to be 1 over -1, which is -1. Next, I try to do short and sweet when I can on the test. If you have an incomplete assignments and Hubert puts a 0 in for those grades, what do you get? You get decreased grade. Okay, solve the triangle ABC with C is equal to 90 degrees. And I'm trying to hurry. I know I got like 6 minutes left. So I'm drawing this. I'm going to show you how I know where to draw it, because it says that angle C is 90 degrees. So that's angle C. So little c is equal to the hypotenuse. And it really doesn't matter about A and B. You can put A on the bottom. You can put A up here on top. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to put A on the bottom. And that's 41 degrees. So therefore, what is this angle up here? Angle B is what? 131 degrees, so that'd be what? 69 degrees? Somebody help me out.
It would be 59.
59 degrees.
Oh, yeah.
And now you're ready to start. I don't know what they're going to ask you, but. Okay, they want you to do.
It's 49. It's 49. My bad.
14.9. So this is 14.9. So now you know we already did this. We did this today. So you ready to start? If you want 49, this is so B. This is adjacent. Oscar had a hunk, so that would be the cosine of 41 is equal to A over 14.9. Multiply both of them, then that gives you the adjacent. And then once you got that and that, you can use that and that. Pythagorean Theorem, knock yourself out.
Mr.
Okay,
Hubert, I messed up. It was actually 49.
49, thank you.
Yeah, that's my bad. I was 10
That's
off.
all right. 49, but still 41. Okay. I'm in a hurry. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get y'all out of here, but I'm trying to get you. Some of y'all want to work on the test, and I understand that. Next, there's one of our bearings. We did one of these in class. You know, your bearings, that's a 90-degree angle. So therefore, you can figure up, what is this? Alternate interior angles. This is 3140 right here. And this is 5820 right here. So you use your geometry skills there, and you can work that out. And find the exact value. Exact means what? Starts with an R. A. D.
Radians.
Radicals. You're going to have radicals in your answer. All right, that's enough for today. Let me shut her down. You've got what you need. I'm going to call the roll right quick. And then after you, unless you got questions, you're welcome to either